January 22nd, 2024. So I got a call from a lady. I guess she's doing an estate thing where one of her family members had died, and they got like a condo over there, and she went downstairs and there was a lot of water around the gas furnace. So I told her I would go by there first thing in the morning, because the heat in the house is just water around the furnace. Then later in the day, I guess some other guy called me back, a maintenance guy or her brother or something, and he said he thinks that it might be the there's a humidifier on the side of the furnace. He thinks that's where the water might be coming from. Well, if that's the case, he said it looks pretty corroded and whatnot, so we'll probably just go there and disconnect the humidifier, take it right out of the loop, and they're gonna sell the house anyway. So I'll put a piece of sheet metal in there, and if that's what's leaking, it might be a high efficiency furnace that's leaking too. Could be that. So, because it's definitely not AC now. It's so cold out. Most likely it's the humidifier. But that's what they want to do. Just disconnect it, take it right out of the loop. They're usually problematic after a while anyway, those humidifiers. I usually recommend people put one inside the house and fill it manually. I kind of like those. That's what I got in my house. A standalone, you know, humidifier that you put cold water in, and it just blows into the air. You just gotta fill it once a day or something. That's what I do at my house. I mean, you can put one in the furnace, but they don't always work the greatest. Seeing they're selling the house, so ain't gonna matter. Nobody's living there, I guess. So it's just she hit the key somewhere for me where I can get in and do my job and send her a bill. That's the game plan. He's working, so that's not the issue. See the water here. Oh yeah. Well, that's not a humidifier. That's a condensate pump. I can hear it running too, so it must be a block line. Yeah, fucking dum-dum. Might be frozen outside where it goes out. I betcha. I want to kink it. That's kind of crazy. It's hot too. I wonder if there's a place where I could dump the. I had like a. Might be that the pump's bad or it's frozen or. I don't see any dishwasher drain down here I could run it over to. I don't like dumping them outside. We could check it and see if it might be frozen out there. Goes out over here somewhere. It right there, it's just sticking out, so that's not frozen. I don't think that's frozen. It's gonna be the pumps. It's gonna be a bad pump. I straightened that piece out. You just The maintenance guy had it all. I might be able to just drop the bottom out of that thing. It might be full of slime. Maybe. Let's drop the bottom out of it. I got it unplugged right now. Let's see if I could. If I can. I could drop the bottom out of it, and it's just. Only 4 screws, I think, holding it in there. The bottom should drop out. It's a Goodman. Can't stop a Goodman. Not to stop a Goodman. I got it unplugged, so. But this is catching the water. There's a lot of water in there. A lot of water. I'd like to just put a new pump in, be honest with you. I got a brand new one. Let's put a brand new pump. Play around with the old one. We got enough water here to check it, right? God, we got enough water. You liquor. Screws here and things should drop right out. Got a couple of screws loose now. Get a couple of screws loose, Mama. That's a lot of water, man. Yeehaw. Just put a new one in there, see what happens. Hopefully my holes line up. I'm not sure if they will or not. I don't think it's frozen outside because it's only a short piece. Yeah, no, this ain't gonna work. The same. It'll be the same. I'm gonna have to try to clean this one. It's different. Thing's really an issue, huh? Man, I wonder if it's gonna pump. The only way to tell is plug it in and dump some water in it. That's the only way to tell. Plug it in and dump some water in there and see if it pumps out. If it's frozen or if it's a block line or it's a condensate pump. I'm not sure what it is. Yeah. Most likely it's just the pump. Well, it might not be. I don't have that particular one that's got the, this offset's kind of screwing me up here. Let's plug it in and just dump some water in it. See what happens.
get some water in it. See if it pumps out. We've got enough water here, that's not an issue. I did bring a funnel in, so we'll see if that's gonna do it. Funnel there. Got some water in it. It should pump. You can see it going out with the bubbles. Let's see if it's a frozen line or what it is. See if it stops. We'll do it again. Right now that should be pumping out. She's not pumping, so maybe it is frozen at the wall. It's not pumping. So it might be frozen right at the wall, which, let's cut it right close to the wall. We'll cut it right close to the wall with the scissors and see if it pisses out. That's it right there. It goes straight out here. Goes straight out here. So that's right where that condensate. That's why I don't really like to. Should be able to pull it out some. But yeah, so yeah, it's all frozen. Let's pull it out some and recut it and just have it sticking out a little bit. She's frozen. I'm gonna have to add a piece to it. It's frozen. I'm gonna have to add a piece to it. Yeah, and it goes up and out right there. I'll have to add a piece. Alright, I just put a little piece of copper there for now. I gotta have to get a hold of her and see what she wants to do. If she wants to run a new line, that's just gonna pee out of there for now. I'll be out of the way. I'll be out of the way. Get it for now. Not gonna hit nothing. Shouldn't hit nothing. Alright, I just cut the piece of copper there and I tied it in for now. Let's see where it goes out right there, copper. I mean, if it freezes, they could hit with a hairdryer. Oh, there is a washing machine and dryer over there. I could run a new line over, up and in. Well, we'll see what she says if she wants to do that or not. Let's put this back together. Let's put the old one back together and she should work. It's not the pump. It was just frozen where it went out. That's kind of odd, man. I just talked to the neighbor. He said he had the same problem at his unit. Crazy. She's a crazy one, Mama. What do we got there? I need them flipping screws. Where's the screws? I should have a couple of screws here. I took out. There's one. There's two. In. I'm gonna plug it in. Plug it in and see what happens. Make sure it pumps and it don't leak. Yeah, it's working. It was just frozen. Wait to get all this water out of here, because there's no sense in leaving it. Yeah, she's pumping down. Yeah, she's not leaking. She's a pisser. We'll do one more fill and then we'll go up there and see how it's pissing out. Yeah, so she's like it's just dripping. That's kind of odd. I'm not getting a good flow there. That's gonna freeze again. She's just not pumping. This has got a kink somewhere. Thing's just not pumping like it should. I'll have to run a new line. Yeah, that pump's just not pumping. She's not pumping. This pump's just not pumping like it should. I don't know if there's a bad line or I don't think so. I think it's just a bad pump. Let's put the other pump back in there and see what happens. Pumped a little bit. It doesn't seem to be pumping like it should. Let's put the new pump in there. Let's see what happens. See if it pumps out good. I gotta make sure it works good. Usually it's not the line that's blocked. It's kind of like, probably not. Let's get some water down there. Get a bigger container where I could pour more water in at one time. This is better. This container here is better. More chooch. Let's see how this pumps. We'll give it a couple of times and see. And it might be a block line. I'm not saying it's not, but this one seems to be pumping better. Definitely going down. Yeah, I guess it's squirting out pretty good there, right?
2, 6.
Replace frozen pump. Replace condensate pump. Replace frozen line at exterior building. I did talk to a maintenance guy, homeowner type of thing. I told him what I did here. Sent him some pictures. And I told him that, you know, his options of running the line inside the house over to the washing machine dryer is a better option. But it's probably been like this for 30 years. I don't know. So they gotta give me a call back and let me know if they want to run a new line inside the building. That's up to them. I told them how I had to pipe this off unless I get this fitting from a Manor. I'd have to get this fitting here and put a street elbow. I don't have one of them. I did put that insulation back, which I probably should leave that out so it don't freeze. To be honest with you, I should leave that insulation out. Alright, I got it back on, it's running. I did order the part from the supplier, they didn't have it, so they gotta order it. 3-4 days for it to come in. And I'll just put a new adapter there and with a T and go straight in. Then I can screw it to the side. Alright guys, I got the new fitting that goes in here, and I'll be able to clean this up. I might be able to cut this and grind that off, but I got a new fitting. It shouldn't be that big of a deal to change it, I don't think. I'm going to shut this off and check it. See if we can get that off there. Miguelika. It shouldn't be that big of a deal to get it off of there, I don't think. It should come right off. Should come right off. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Is that even glued on there? Yeah, it is glued, I think. Yeah, the guy glued it. A lot of times you don't even have to glue them. Anyway, I got a new one here. Miguelika. Have to put some new screws in there. Let's get a couple of screws loose, Mama. Alright, put little standoffs in the back there with some longer screws, and it seems to be working fine.